Mogged. That's exactly what's happening to all the non-believers, friends. Coming hot off the day, we've had the crypto strategic reserve. The candles went up. The candles went down. But there's been some rumors circulating, friends. Okay, there's rumors circulating around. I've shown you the breaking news already. We have this Eric Trump leak, right? That there's going to be zero tax for American-based crypto. Just so we can digest that. We don't know the full details. We don't know, like, hey, what's an American-based crypto? The condition is if you hold for longer than a year, zero tax. Whoa! That's big. Man, that's big. That's stock market Ponzi money, friends. That's what I'm telling you. Like, hey, wait a minute. Zero tax? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's big. That's real big, friends. Like, just imagine that crypto altcoin projects can mimic the stock market index now. Oh, what's going to happen there? Because then if you can mimic the S&P 500, you found like a loophole. Because like you get the gain of the S&P 500, but if you sell it in like 3 years, you don't even have to pay the capital gain. Oh my gosh, that's big. And I've just made a post here just to let everyone know about it. So like this is an effective loophole, right? So yes, think about the millions of dollars that can be saved if you can do this. You can pull it off. Now, they might even have, they're not going to let all of the money come in here and do it. They're probably going to put some conditions. What's an American-based crypto company? Can you even do stuff like that? The good thing is, as long as this little window is open, you never know. They might let it go for 1 year just to see what happens. Man, that's huge, friends, because that'll be like another, you're just opening up like a door and you're like, hey, get all the stock market, the Ponzi money to come in. Man, that'll be great. And it'll also force people to learn crypto. That'd be big. Now, I've made this special message here for you, friends, because even though the news is great, we want to know why these prices aren't going up. I made this meme here for you, friends. Okay, so on the top news is for plebs. This is what people think is good news. It's not actually good news. It's just news, standard bull market, bear market stuff, okay? The real good news is going to be down here. So what people think is good news. Trump drops a celeb token, crypto strategic reserve, Solana ETF, Trump tags XRP, Cardano soy, US Congress likes crypto, Michael Saylor FOMO buys $16 billion of Bitcoin. So they're fake good news. They're the Bloomberg journalists, soy boy news that people think is a reason why now we have to go up forever and do stuff. That's not actually the real good news. This is what real proper news is. The US dollar Dixie drops 2 points. Okay, that's stimulating for the US Fed as it does that. Okay, ETH BTC goes up. ISM keeps printing above 50. Racist Russell 2000 breaks the all-time high. Okay, so these are the real news you need. That's actually what the good news is. You don't even care what the other ones are saying. Without those, you're not going anywhere, friends. That good news I'm talking about, they simply blue balling you. Okay, so that's why you've seen all of these, right? Racist Russell 2000 is still below that all-time high, and that's why we can't move up unless we get that. And then once we start moving up, there it'll be a reflection that the cyclical force has taken us down. Eventually starting to go the other way. Very, very unfortunate that it's been like this, right? But it is what it is, yeah? We just got to get this US dollar down. It's outside of our control. We got to wait. And I've got to stress to you as well, friends. Let's actually crank it a bit. Let's crank it. Now, this is a signal, all right? This is a signal. So you stop hurting yourself. The world's most popular man, Donald Pump, can't even get his Trump token to pump. See? He's the world's most popular man. He shielded it. He launched it. It's him. He still can't get his own token to pump. So it shows you the cyclical forces, the cycle, putting pressure down on us. It's so big you can't break from it, man. Donald Trump can't even make his own freaking coin go up, man. Sol BTC's down 44% from January 2024, so even that's down on the year. And I've said to you, no crying in the casino. I'm holding for the whole crypto cycle. I don't know when it's going to turn around. We can pray every single day, but just to have some perspective, man, this is what you need to navigate these. You go, hey, is it a skill issue? Is there something wrong with you? No. You know, obviously there are going to be people, friends. They'll write some essays. I saw like Geordie Alexander write an essay. Oh, yeah, great. Do some shorts out here. Catch some leverage shorts. Like, you're playing the whole cycle, man. We've gone through this thousands of times. These people always come out with these little moves because they're not holders per se. So your brain, every time the token goes down or altcoins or Bitcoin, that what they would do is the brain has to rationalize all the gains you've missed out simply by buying and holding. So they'll like cheat and go, yes, I told you, you should always be hedged. You should always look for shorts, all of these. You'll see though, they're going to make a grave mistake one day. Now, I enjoyed making this meme, friends. How do you do, my fellow American-based altcoin holders? So this is us going into the bushes, and here we come. Yay! I support Independence Day. That's so funny, friends. Look at him, my little dick with butt with a cute little American hat. How cute is it? So we're probably going to see if there's classifications like, hey, what does American-made mean? What was American? Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. Probably register some stuff, but this is a step in the right direction. More altcoin juice to come out. Man, it's going to be, yeah. Also, don't get your hopes up. You know, we need it to turn around. But look, I'm still, my base case is because all of these good news, okay, because all of these good news, friends, I'm just my base case. I'm just guessing. I don't think we break the 4-year cycle. I just think we get a good return. That's it. I think it's high on the upside. We get the spike up. You know, if it was a Kamala Crapper cycle, I'm just going to guess maybe we stop at 150. Since it's the Donald Pump cycle, maybe we stop at towards 250, maybe even spike to 300 on the month. Okay? That's what, like, I'm just saying. It's the same timing. That's what my base case is, yeah? Even though, because everyone, they say, because every time the candle goes down, they're like, oh, extended cycle. Nah, man, we've had plenty of reversals and stuff out here. We can't call that anything yet. We are at the end of the road. Depending on how this month goes, though. But let's actually step back and look at the facts, friends. So, make memes great again is still our mantra. You're my friend. Very, very pointy elbows, very straight posture. This is the altcoins, others over the total. You see how it's going up over time? It has been dragging out here, man. We've had like a very vicious garbage cycle. So, it's going sideways. You see that, friends? We are hopefully heading to where altcoins are 20% of the total industry as we go up, okay? But here's some facts, right? You go to some facts. This is critical. Altcoins are still gaining on Bitcoin over time. You see that? Fact, we are bullish because we're cheap. Jeets don't believe and are selling for losses. Macro forces are still heavy, so you keep holding. Even in 2017 cycle, you had to hold until December of that year anyway. So I think that's very, very important. Just because it looks bad now, it doesn't matter, man. Because like I'm gonna show you. I'll show you others BTC from that 2017 year. So this is others BTC now garbage. But like in 2017, okay, you want the big moves? Yeah, man, you had to wait to the end of the year anyway. You did. Now, it did give nice 6 green monthly candles in a row. That was nice. And we freaking had, well, on the third one in a row for the year, by the way, for the year. So this one was December. Okay, I know it's going the other direction, but like, you don't know how it's going to turn around, when it's going to turn around, okay? You're playing for the whole year. That's ultimately the point of this. I can't help but laugh as well, friends, when I see something like this. I made this for you. This is a chess game. Elon Musk shared this. It's been doing the rounds. Your altcoin bags destroyed here. Everyone fighting with each other. And then the green, Bitcoin, XRP, soy. That's what it feels like. It feels like, ha, 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 we've won. But in the next cycle, these, you'll realize their idiosyncratic factors were unique to them at this time. And it wasn't the ability of the holder to pick something special. It was just, it was more so to do with luck. That's how everybody gets trapped in each cycle out here. What do you do from now? Just keep holding. You can't give up now. I mean, you can give up now. I'm not giving up now. I didn't, like, my goal wasn't to, like, at no point was my strategy hold, and as it looks good, keep feeling good, and like keep cheering it higher. It was never that. It's literally hold until the end, and Uncle Bob's your uncle. I've got to remind you as well, friends, from earlier, Kraken support replied to PulseChain Mackenzie, who's requesting PulseChain and Hex listing. So Kraken support replied, and then because Mackenzie's 2013 customer OG, and then replied again twice, notifying it now. Okay, so I'm just showing you that they're watching. We don't know if they're exactly going to list, but we're on everyone's radar. I mean, they love listing stuff at the highs. They list Giga and then it dropped 80% in 1 month. So that's something to think about. But for the rest of us, we're still having fun here. This was from a Dr. Hexologist stream. Just remember, you're here forever. And then I replied, hi, sir. His herd is still hiring. I can even work Saturday nights and look pretty good in an apron. So You know, Bitcoin plus 10,000, minus 10,000. That's what it feels like. Out here, we all suffer together. Like I said, cyclical forces, man. That's the real news. I don't give a crap about, yeah, I know the zero tax-based, American-based, and cryptocurrencies and strategic reserve. Yeah, I get into that as well, but I'm like, dude, you can ban crypto, but if ETH BTC is going up, that means you're losing. Like, that's what we really want to see. We want to see the reflection of the risk on sentiment here. I want to show you this as well, friends. So shout out to Scotty Boo Melker. He made this post here, right? Michael Chad Saylor says Bitcoin's market cap is going to 20 trillion and then 200 trillion. Then it will grow 20% per year. Okay, so he's saying that, yeah. So when you see that, you're like, whoa. But let me just reword that for you in another way. Okay. Guy with 2.2% supply of token says it's going to go up another 120x. That's not an exaggeration. Okay, he owns 2.2% of Bitcoin supply. He owns about 500,000 on 21 million. Okay, 500,000 on 21 million. Yeah, 2.4% of the supply actually. And yeah, he's talking about, oh, we're going to go up another 120x from here. That's his price targets. Another 120x from today. So when you look at it from like that, you're like, wait a minute. It sounds different. Yeah, now you gotta assess it based on its merits. Because when I say that to you, you're like, wait a minute. If I had 2% of any coin supply, I'd say it's gone up 100x too. Yeah. Now you have to assess it based off those merits. See, because it's Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance went up last year, it has like this aura where it can never go down or anything. I know that. But I'm talking to you from the perspective of, I can see in the future Bitcoin dominance already came down. People want altcoins. How's it going to look now? People aren't going to be saying, yes, it's happening. They're going to be saying, wait a minute, of course you're going to say that. You need it to go up, bro. You got almost 500,000 coins. Who are you going to offload to? So that's another perspective people have, and we've got to wrestle that out in the marketplace. Remember, Bitcoin is now the most risky crypto you can own in crypto. And it's compared to altcoins, yeah, which is so contrarian. Oh my gosh. It's still the truth, man. I look, if you think something's going to $20 and it's currently 5, yeah, and then some retardio, Soy Boy G, sells the thing that you own to $2, you still think it's going to 20. Okay, and then someone else sells it for $1. You still think it's going to 20. Okay, who cares? That person's retardio. They're cheats. They never believed in anything anyway. They have shiny object syndrome. Yeah, those are the people who make it in investing, friends. When you look at the crowd, you go, oh, you were wrong before, now you're even more wrong. You're giving this stuff away for free. Before you were giving it away for a copper penny, now you're actually giving it away for free. You're stupid. You're actually going to come back and buy it more expensive. Everyone in Bitcoin is turbo leverage. So this is where I can tell you now, this is not even guessing. There's a mispricing in the market, okay? Bitcoin's expensive, altcoins are cheap. Obviously, one of two things are going to happen, yeah? Bitcoin comes down or altcoins go up and slingshot past Bitcoin. Now, obviously, in 3 out of 3 cycles, altcoins slingshot past Bitcoin. Right now, we have irrational pricing in the market. Okay, and it's been like that for a long time, man. It squeezed everyone out. And why is it irrational? It's because everyone in Bitcoin, they're turbo leverage long. So crypto altcoins only have spot holders. We don't have Michael Saylors in altcoins, okay, who are turbo leveraged. And instead of buying altcoins, the Bitcoin believers like Saylor will instead opt to do leverage on Bitcoin. So that creates inefficiencies in the market, gaps. It squeezed us pretty much. Because that's the thing, right? So in a rational market, if markets were efficient, he shouldn't be buying turbo leverage Bitcoin. He should be buying altcoins. But he's a Bitcoin maxi just because he likes it. So he has irrationally helped to push, as the Eggman of Bitcoin, irrationally helped to push it up. Now, we all argue about what irrational is, yeah? I'm looking at ratios. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, well, you're telling me after all this announcement, all this stuff, why are altcoins equal to May 2017 ratio against Bitcoin? What has Bitcoin done in 8 years that justifies this? Now, you might say the Bitcoin spot ETF. Okay. An ETF, huh? That is not a good reason. Because markets find their fair valuation whether the liquidity rail door can only fit one person at a time or 100 people at a time. There's a fair valuation. All right? That's what it is. So it's kind of like, friends, okay, if you go into a movie and the cinemas, let's say the movie is like, let's say it's a really, really good movie. Whether the cinema allows one person per minute to enter the cinema and watch the movie or 100 people a minute, if it's a good movie, it's going to fill up anyway. Yeah, and if it's a terrible movie, even if they tell everyone to go watch it, you can't force high ratings. You can't force people to love it. You get it? So it's the same thing with crypto. So, but the thing is, we've allowed this crypto liquidity rail from the Bitcoin spot ETF to come about. So it's allowed its number to go up, to go more. But you know, friends, as well, okay, you're not thinking about these liquidity rails now. You're thinking about who's the emotional money? What are they going to come do? Are they going to keep buying pet rock at $100,000? They're not. You know, you're just waiting for that moment in time. So using this ratio, you already know these things are cheap. I don't know when it goes up. I don't know when. If I knew when it goes up, you start finding ways to trade on leverage. If you knew when it goes up. You don't know where it goes up. I know this is just extreme. It was cheap here, by the way. And now it went down even cheaper. Yeah, welcome to the real world. That's what happens. So I hope you understand the nuance of that. So what Michael Saylor's meant to be doing as a big player, he's meant to be looking at ETH BTC. He's meant to be looking at others BTC. He's meant to be saying, oh, MicroStrategy, I should be buying altcoins. But they're not doing that. Instead, they're trying to squeeze more money out of the Bitcoin by they're turning up the leverage. That is creating a gap. And it will get erased the other way. So that's why many people believe, or they're going to be wrong. They think this thing can never go up, ETH BTC. And they think that this Bitcoin dominance ain't ever coming down either. The market will find the way. Now, I'm praying it does not find its way by Bitcoin shitting the bed and squeezing the hell out of it. I hope it's not that part. Because in 3 out of 3 cycles before, at this moment in time, altcoins start thrashing up. Okay, so you don't know. You don't know what comes out. I'm hoping it's the altcoins going up part, right? This is our edge, by the way. Okay, this is literally our edge. This is it's a regulatory arbitrage, if you will. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. If you're long altcoins, it's regulatory arbitrage. What does that mean? Because Bitcoin is the only thing they can buy. So instead of buying the cheap stuff, they've bought the expensive stuff with leverage. And because they can't buy our cheap stuff, they can't buy our altcoins. Very interesting. That's why we stay long. One day in the future, it won't be like that. They will be able to buy altcoins. You get me? And we won't get this cheap. We also won't get the return on the upside as we're going to get as much as this cycle as well. So that's why it pays to be early. See how there's all this uncertainty? It pays. But we're in this small window gap where these macro decisions by Donald Trump and his, his presidency, they're like really knocking down the dominoes for us. And they're going like, yeah, man, like pro crypto, pro everything, crypto strategic reserve, Trump token, all of these. It's like, whoa, this is like a golden age of like, oh my gosh, all these news is here. You just got to hold long. This is a very, very unique, rare moment in time, you know. Because one day, fans, I'm not even joking here. In the future, like the altcoins will be more stable, but you don't want that, man. It's gonna be dog shit. It's literally gonna be dog shit. You're not gonna get the euphoria on the way up, and you're not gonna be able to get the chance to buy it cheap. But you don't really care about that part because, like, you have to hold and believe anyway, right? It's that euphoria on that way up. Because what will end up happening is, this is the thing, yeah. The people holding alts now, think about the psychological makeup. We're literally nutcases, okay? Friends, for example, I'm just going to put this in your face right now. Look at this, okay? I'm going to put this, sending you into a trance, okay? I'm not, hey, Apple, Tim Apple, I'm not buying your shitty stock, bro. I don't care how much revenue you make. It's zero to me. I don't care. Johnson & Johnson, I love your baby bum powder. Fluffs my bum up. I don't get any rashes. Thank you. I'm not buying your stock. Okay? This peanut brain's not buying your stock. Get it through your head. I'd rather buy a meme coin. And I have. It means more to me. So, and by the way, millions and millions and hundreds of millions of people feel the same way. Okay? But eventually, friends, these people in the stock market and everything else, they will be able to buy alts. They will be the holders of them. So when they hold stuff, you know, it's heavier liquidity. They cup stuff on the way up. These bigger institutions will be able to get in. That's why we are in this, like, this is, I know, that's why everything I'm talking to you about, it feels like this is the double bubble alt season feeling. Double bubble alt season. Where, like, I can really tell you, man, there's something to believe in this year. Okay? So, like, that's why these things keep sinking. Because they're only allowed to buy Bitcoin, pretty much. And they get in. But once these things go the other way, Donald Trump allows more DeFi stuff to flourish. Ethereum stops drinking soy. Vitalik does a few push-ups. Once these things go the other way, American-based crypto altcoin companies, you know what I mean? Now that you can get them in. Then the regulatory arbitrage closes because we're front-running the institutions. That's what we're actually doing right now. But eventually they'll be in here. Okay? But yeah, we're hoping we get to that moment as well when they start to get in. That's something else to think about after that. But so far, so good. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.